If you are looking for a fast, high-resolution resin printer, these are your top two choices. But which one handles automation and speed better? First up, the Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra. It completely revolutionized the market with its mechanical tilt-release technology and auto-leveling. Let's check out the review. I started by throwing a complex, highly detailed 10-inch dragon statue at it, the kind of print that usually makes me nervous about bed adhesion and suction forces. To my surprise, it didn't just survive, it finished hours faster than my old Saturn 3. After dozens of follow-up prints, from tiny 28mm miniatures to functional mechanical parts, I've found that this machine isn't just a spec bump, it's a fundamental shift in how hobbyist resin printing feels. Design and build quality. Out of the box, the first thing you'll notice is the flip-up Vader-style hood. I cannot stress enough how much of a quality-of-life improvement this is over the traditional lift-off covers. No more looking for a clean spot on your workbench to set down a resin-smeared plastic box. The base is heavy, all metal, and feels incredibly stable during the high-speed movements of the new tilt mechanism. However, the design isn't without its quirks. While the build plate has a nice laser-etched texture for adhesion, the top of the plate is quite flat. Resin tends to pool there, and the large mounting block makes it a bit of a chore to wipe down without making a mess. Compared to the sleek, slanted designs of some Anycubic competitors, this feels a bit more industrial and less refined, but it's a trade-off I'm willing to make for the overall sturdiness. Key features in action. The real star of the show is the tilt-release technology. On standard printers, the build plate pulls straight up, creating a suction effect that can rip models off their supports. Here, the entire resin vat tilts to one side to peel the layer away. In my testing, this allowed me to use much thinner supports than usual, which meant less cleanup and better surface finish on delicate parts. It also makes the printer incredibly fast. I was hitting speeds of nearly 150 millimeters an hour without a single delamination failure. Then there's the AI camera and mechanical sensor. On my fourth print, I intentionally left a small piece of cured resin in the tank to see if the residue detection worked. The machine felt the resistance, stopped immediately, and saved me from a cracked $400 LCD screen. The AI camera is a bit of a mixed bag, though. It's great for checking your print progress from your phone via Wi-Fi, but the failure detection only triggers once the print is high enough for the camera to see it, usually after the first 4 or 5 centimeters. If your print fails at the base, the camera won't tell you until an hour later. Performance and daily reality. In daily use, the auto-leveling is a dream. I haven't touched a piece of leveling paper or a hex key since I unboxed it. I just poured in the resin, hit print, and it worked. The 12K or 16K on the newer revision monochrome screen produces details that are, quite frankly, overkill for most people. Even under a magnifying glass, the skin textures on my miniatures looked skin smooth with 0 visible layer lives. I tested this in a chilly 16 degrees Celsius garage, which is usually a recipe for resin failure. The integrated vat heating, available on the 16K Ultra version, was a lifesaver, keeping the resin at a consistent 30 degrees Celsius. It does take about 15 minutes to warm up before the print starts, but the reliability gain is worth the wait. It's significantly more consistent than the Anycubic Photon Mono M5S, which I found to be more finicky with its leveling-free system in cold weather. Limitations and trade-offs. The biggest trade-off here is the closed ecosystem for some features. The AI camera and remote monitoring currently only work smoothly within the Cheeto Box environment. So, if you're a die-hard Lychee Slicer fan, you're going to lose out on some of the smart functionality. Also, the lack of a physical handle on the hinged lid is a baffling omission. You have to grab the oily edges of the shield to open it, which eventually leads to a fingerprint-smudged mess. Finally, the warp detection is far from perfect. It missed a minor corner lift on a flat base I was printing, though it caught a major support failure later on. Final verdict. The Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra is currently the benchmark for mid-sized resin printers. It's the closest I've seen the industry get to a plug-and-play experience. Buy this if you want the fastest possible print speeds and are tired of the anxiety of manual leveling. It's perfect for miniature painters and small-scale production, where reliability and speed are the top priorities. Skip this if you already own a high-end 8K or 12K printer and don't care about speed. The jump in detail is marginal if you're coming from a Saturn III, and you might find the smart features more like nice-to-haves rather than essentials.
On the other hand, the Anycubic Photon Mono M7 Pro fights back with intelligent resin feeding and ultra-fast printing speeds. Which setup is right for you? Let's dive into the test.
I skipped the traditional calibration ritual because this machine arrived ready to roll right out of the box. My first test print was a highly detailed 150mm miniature that finished in under 2 hours, which is a pace that used to be reserved for industrial machines. What surprised me most was how the active heating system kept the resin at a consistent 30 degrees Celsius despite my drafty garage environment, and this led to a 0% failure rate during my initial high-speed runs. Design and build quality. The M7 Pro feels like a significant step up from the plastic-heavy designs of the past. It sports a sturdy metal chassis that weighs nearly 13 kilograms, and this provides a rock-solid foundation that eliminates the Z-wobble often found in lighter competitors. I was particularly impressed by the laser-carved build plate, which has a distinct texture that grips the first layers without making them impossible to remove later. However, I found the choice of a traditional lift-off acrylic cover slightly disappointing compared to the hinged lids seen on recent Elegoo models. You still need a dedicated spot to place that large resin-coated hood every time you check a print. Key features in action. The standout feature for me is the L-Turbo 3.0 system paired with the 14K monochrome screen. In my testing, this combination produced crisp edges that are nearly indistinguishable from injection-molded parts. Another game changer is the autofill unit. I hooked up a 1 kilogram bottle, and the printer managed the resin levels autonomously throughout a massive 12-hour print session. Performance and daily reality. In daily use, the speed is the primary reason to choose this model. When using high-speed resin, I consistently hit vertical speeds of around 150 millimeters per hour without losing the fine details on my models. I noticed that the 10.1-inch screen provides plenty of real estate for batch printing armies of miniatures or large-scale architectural prototypes. The cooling fans and the resin pump do create a fair amount of noise, so I wouldn't recommend keeping this on a desk where you plan to take video calls. The connectivity via the Anycubic app worked well for me, and it allowed me to monitor progress from my kitchen while the printer worked in the basement. Limitations and trade-offs. No piece of tech is perfect, and the M7 Pro has its share of quirks. The resin pump system is fantastic for large prints, but it becomes a maintenance chore if you like to switch colors frequently. I found that cleaning the internal tubes requires a full flushing cycle with alcohol, and this adds extra steps to your workflow. I also encountered some frustration with the placement of the USB port on the side and the power cord on the left. This layout makes it awkward to line up multiple printers side by side in a cramped workspace. Furthermore, while the 14K resolution is technically impressive, the use of ACF film for speed slightly softens the extreme sharpness compared to traditional FEP film. Final verdict. The Anycubic Photon Mono M7 Pro is a powerhouse for users who value throughput and reliability above all else. I would recommend you buy this if you are a professional creator or a serious hobbyist who prints large volumes and needs a machine that can handle cold environments without external heaters. The combination of active heating and auto leveling makes it a remarkably consistent tool. However, you should skip this if you are a casual user who only prints once a month or if you prefer a silent workspace. The maintenance requirements for the pump system might outweigh the benefits for those who only do small, occasional jobs.
The verdict? If you want an effortless, hassle-free workflow thanks to that game-changing tilt-release mechanism, the Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra takes the win. But if your production demands raw, blistering speed and smart resin management, the Anycubic M7 Pro is your undisputed champion.